Hi everyone. Okay, it's Friday, so we're going to do some rambling. First off, I know a lot of you have come here to hear who's going to win the Bushfire donations raffle, so we're going to do that first. So, this morning I sat and did a craft project because my husband wanted to pick the winner. This one, as you can see, says Red Cross, and inside was everybody's order numbers. There we go. And if you paid for more than one ticket, your number is in there more than one time. Some people bought 2, some people bought 4, some people bought 1, some people, the most valued players and real MVPs, bought 8, 9, 10, 20, whatever. And this one is the wires basket. As you can see, is slightly disproportionate. We prefer to give to the animals, which, I mean, I suppose is fine because they can't protect themselves, can they? And they're the real losers in this situation. So here we go. I will now splice in the little video that I had to take this morning when my husband left for work because he wanted to do the picking, so he did the picking. And I will tell you. Okay. So this one is Red Cross. There is many less in here, so just pick one out and read out the order number, and then I will look it up.
Okay.
$1050. We'll look that up in a minute. And then this one is wires. There are lots in here. We love animals.
There are plenty. $1103. Okay, I'll look those up. Okay, so this one is Red Cross. There is many less in here, so just pick one out and read out the order number, and then I will look it up. Okay.
$1050. We'll look that up in a minute. And then this one is wires. There are lots in here. We love animals.
There are plenty. $1103. Okay, I'll look those up. I'll tell you now who he picked. I've got them on my desk here. Okay, he picked order 1050, as you can see there. Focus. Focus, damn it. Focus. There we go. And 1103. Focus. Focus, Edge. Focus, damn it. We're not focused. Anyway, take my word for it. That's what they say. Okay, so I will now tell you who those are, and they will also get an email from me later on. Something exciting happening in the front door. They're coming back now. There's nothing in the front door. Okay, 1050 is Patricia Gledhill. Yeah, that's the right one. Pat, Trish. I'll be emailing you a bit later to let you know just how long it's going to take me to do these, because $500 worth of yarn is a lot of yarn. And the other winner was Jennifer Garlick. That's 1103. Jen, I'll be emailing you as well. Congratulations to both of you for winning. If you didn't know, the raffle was for $500 worth of yarn, which is mostly hand dyed by me. Okay, yes, for those of you that didn't know, what we were giving away was a raffle ticket into a draw to win a large, in excess of $500 value yarn haul. Most of it's my hand dyed yarn, but there will be some choice picks from my stash from other dyers, such as I think there's some hedgehog fibers, some Madeline Tosh, that kind of thing for you to try out in those YouTube winners. Okay, let's move on. So last week we talked about NORO. 2 types out of the 4 that I ordered have turned up. I had to order in 2 separate orders because one local yarn shop did not have 2
two types in stock, so I had to go to a different one. And despite the fact that that yarn shop is in New South Wales, and despite the fact that they posted them first thing Friday morning, they're still on a busman's holiday around New South Wales somewhere 1 week later. Okay, I've shoved the dogs outside because they're being really annoying. Yeah, so 2 of the yarns I ordered have not shown up yet. The 2 that have are from Glorious Yarn in Queensland near Brisbane. One of them is the Bachi yarn, Bachi. Anyway, look how cool it is. Ooh, yeah. This one is, they're all 200 grams, these ones, and this is a bulky yarn, and look, helpfully there's the middle already, and I really love this. I have no idea what it says, but I love it. Look at that, it's so cool. It says, oh, there you go. It says Bachi are straight oak wooden sticks used to play Japanese taiko drums, sometimes decorated with bells or tassels for performing. It's something we did not know. Okay. Yeah, this is all about NORO and how they're in harmony with nature, etc., etc. Says the fibre is hand selected and inspected by Master Iseiku NORO. I'm really sorry if I get the pronunciations of these wrong. I have never learnt a word of Japanese. So if I get any of this wrong, sorry. From the most reliable and ethical suppliers, fibres are never treated with acid or harmful chemicals. They are gently spun to preserve original qualities and character. Iseiku NORO creates asymmetrical patterns and complex colours to mimic the beauty of nature that surrounds you. Wabi Sabi, I'm sorry, I don't know if I pronounced that right, embraces natural imperfections. The harmony of natural variation and original character of the fibres are preserved and delivered into your hands. Oh, NORO. This is 100% wool. It doesn't say what kind of wool. It could be anything. It's, for me, I would not be able to wear this against my skin. It would make me break out in hives. It's very pretty, and look at that. The amazing colours they've managed to, let me take that out so you can see the amazing colours that they've actually managed to get on there are wonderful, especially if they are natural. I don't know how true that is. But I personally wouldn't be able to wear this on my skin. It would make me absolutely itch like crazy. Unfortunately, it is not that soft. I would probably say blanket, you know, something not touching your skin. But this particular one in my hand, it is going to somebody from the comments. Let me find it. Patricia, I know you've entered on the YouTube, but you can't win twice in one video. That's just crazy talk. Let's have a look. This is really helpful. Yeah, I think tomorrow, DM me on Instagram. This is going to you. Despite the fact that you wanted some geisha. Get some bulky in your life, girl. I will be trying the other one, which is right here. It's identical, sort of identical. I mean, I think it's just wound differently on this one. Okay, I will also be trying this. I don't know what I'll be trying it with. I might just knit up a square and see how it goes. We'll see how it comes out. I think that's probably the best idea. In fact, I might do that now, or you know, in a little while, and add it back to this video. Look at that brown. I'm not a fan of brown. I'm just not. Jeez, those dogs are being a pain today. Right, the other one I have is it, like, when I ordered them, they looked completely different. But they look very similar. This is also 100% wool, and it's called Ito. Again, I don't know if I'm saying that right. Ito means both yarn and young, so it's young yarn. There we go, it's young yarn, everybody. Oh no, in Japanese, Ito is yarn reborn. So does that mean this is reclaimed? No, this just says the same stuff, I think. Yeah, this just says the same stuff as the other one. So it's possible it's reclaimed yarn. That would be interesting. It's yarn reborn. I'll take that out the end so you can have a look. Oh, see, that is actually quite different. Yeah, it is different, isn't it? Let me get the other one. I'm not being crazy. Come on out, come. These attractive ribbons are very... Yeah, no, they are different, aren't they? Yeah. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. I thought they were... From looking at the side, they look exactly the same. Okay, this one is... Well, it said it was a worsted weight yarn, but it's very thin. I would... Yeah, it's a medium. I'd say that's more of a DK based weight. What do you reckon? Yeah, I reckon that's DK weight. So... Again, it feels very similar to that one. I wouldn't be able to wear this against my skin. It's not that I'm a yarn snob. My skin is a yarn snob. Let's have a look, see who else we've got. P Laughton. I'm not sure what your first name is, P Laughton, but I'm going to try and contact you to send you one of these, and you can try this out with me. And again, I'm going to knit a square of this and show it to you guys later on today in this video. Oh, there's the other one. The other thing I received in the mail this week was something I forgot I had ordered. What I forgot I had ordered is something from Yarn Glorious Yarn. No, not Yarn Glorious Yarn. That's who we got those from. It from LoveKnitting, also called LoveCrafting, also called Love Crochet, I think. I don't know. Anyway, this is from them, and you can see it comes in one of their signature baggies, and it is some Cascade. Can't remember why I ordered it, and I can't remember what project it's for, but here it is. Some very nice heritage silk in a sort of dark grey. You know who this might be perfect for? My husband. I could make him a sweater, couldn't I? It's very similar to the last colour sweater I made, so maybe not. Maybe one from this. Maybe. It's very Melbourne, isn't it? Okay. Yeah, I have no idea why I ordered it, but here it is. There's a husky that lives next door, and they're very happy that there's a husky. Actually, there's two huskies, one's a puppy. So there it is, look. It's very grey. It's very school uniform grey. What did I order this for? Okay, well, it's here now. Okay, this is... Yeah, so it was Cascade Yarns, which is American. I don't know what the made in China, but they are an American company from Seattle. And this is their heritage silk, which is 85% merino superwash wool and 15% mulberry silk. And I've made socks out of this, and they're still going 4 years later. So that it's pretty hardy stuff, even though it's got silk in it. There are 400 meters to the 100 gram. And it does say you can machine wash it, and I have done that, and it also says you can tumble dry it, and I have done that too, and it does not shrink that much. It might have shrunk a tiny bit. You know, we'll allow it. Okay, what else have I got over here? Other things I have on my desk for today are my newest colorways. Mine. I did them. Me. And as you can, if you've watched the How to Make a Bunny video, incidentally, let me show you the bunny. His name is Stan, and he now sits up on my shelf because there's absolutely nowhere else he can go. There he is, there's the bunny. He's tortured, poor tortured Stan with his zipper back. There we go. Yeah, if you watch the video of how to make this, you will have seen that my hands were kind of blue, greeny, and here's the reason. colorway. Look at it. We've called it Maia? Yeah, Maia. I don't know. Anyway, it's named after the Greek goddess of the field. For obvious reasons. It's actually showing up way better on this camera than it did in my pictures. So hopefully those of you that's seen it on Facebook and Instagram, look, there it is. Oh, isn't that lovely? I mean, this was kind of inspired by the yarn that the bunny is made out of. Can you see that there? It's kind of bluey green. This is like next level blue green. This is like the deep. And actually my best friend, my oldest friend in fact, she's not old, I just want to, she would hate it if I said she was, my oldest friend, who I have in fact been friends with since I was about 5, Joanne, hi. Okay, the animals are back in the house, so they will probably come and bug me in a minute. What was I saying? Yes, my best friend, oldest friend, not old, oldest friend, Joanne, pointed out, this has been bugging me. I was trying to think what this reminded me of for like 3 days, and she came up with it yesterday, and it's a scarab beetle. You know how they're green and it's shiny and bluey, greeny shininess. Yes, so it looks like a scarab beetle. That's the best way to describe it. And I will be dipping these back in because I just want to show you, even though I used the slow dye technique, it's a very slow dye technique, but it was required for reasons other than this yarn this week, which is you put your yarn in a cold dye bath, or in my case cooking pot, and add the yarn or the dye first and then the yarn, and then leave it to soak, and then after it's soaked for a little while you add your citric and then add the heat and then leave it overnight. It's supposed to be the slowest way that the dye takes to the yarn, and it should take really evenly. However, not all of them have taken evenly, and whilst I'm all for individuality in a lot of skeins, and I don't mind a little bit of the natural peeping through, on a really strong coloured one like this, where you just want the two colours, this is not good. I know some of you are going to go, but I like it, but I don't. It's mine. You haven't bought it yet. So I will be dipping these back in. I don't think all of them, I think like one of them is much better than the other. Let me undo this. Yeah, see this one, it didn't happen on this one. So this is the main reason I wanted to dip them back in, because you start making, there's a tiny bit. See that's probably just about acceptable, but I'll probably still dip this back in just because I'm going to be doing the other one. You'll start making a project with this, and then you'll move on to the next yarn, because I haven't said, hey, these are individuals, you might want to change rows, who does that? who is changing their yarn ball every 3 rows for a sweater? I know some of you do, and you're like next level knit people, you're knit wizards. I'm still, after 5 years, just a knitting noob really. Alright, so I will be dipping those back in the dye at some stage. It is so humid outside, I will not be doing it today, and that's the main reason I was doing the slow dye technique this week, because I could run outside, put the dye in the pot, go back inside. It is 95% humidity outside. It keeps raining really hard and then being really hot, and as an English person, I've been in this country almost a decade and I still cannot handle that. It's crazy outside. So the other day it was 90% humidity and 37 degrees. It's not good. Okay, so I will be dunking those back in over the weekend if it calms down outside, but they are available on the website to buy already, and I'll put the link in the thing. Anyway, okay, and the other colour we did this week, using the pot method again, but this time it was a slightly different method. What I did was I took a light purple and we dunked the yarn in the light purple, which, let me find a good bit of the light purple. See, it doesn't matter that there's a bit of natural on this, it actually brings something to the table on this one.
that was the light purple that we dipped it in there, that colour. And then once all of them had got most of the light purple out, the dye pot was almost exhausted. We added, I say we, this is always the royal we. I do all this. So you'll see it says that we do this and we do that on the website. It's the royal we. I.e. Alison, does everything. I added a very dark blue there, which makes it look kind of denim-y. Love it. And then something called fuchsia, which has come out fuchsia coloured. So one end you've got the blue, and one end you've got the pink, and sometimes it's gone a little bit in the middle. And so that's the other one. What did we call this? Oh yes, it's called Sea Witch, because again, Joanne, you've been amazing this week. Can you come work for me, please? She has named this one as well. It reminded her of Ursula from Little Mermaid, and because Disney is Disney, we have called it the Sea Witch rather than Ursula, because otherwise we'll get cease and desist letters. Incidentally, with this copyright IPO thing, you know, if you use words and names and stuff that Disney own, they'll come for you. One of my favourite yarn stores in America, Jimmy Bean's Wool, is currently doing a cute little, I think it's a mini set. I haven't actually clicked through to see what it is because it made me go, oh. It's a Yarn Wars box, which is, you know, obviously it's inspired by Star Wars, but they've used the Star Wars font. Now, it's a great idea and I love it. Instantly, I wanted to do a Pokemon inspired set of yarn because there are, do you know how many Pokemon there are? There are 600 Pokemon. You can't even use their names without Nintendo coming for you. So I did actually email and ask if I could use just the names and the characters as inspiration for yarn. I said it's like literally tangentially linked, and they said no. So we went back to the drawing board on that one. Again, royal we. They're Disney. They go after people on Etsy all the time. They get DMC takedown notices for people that make $200 a year on Etsy because Disney have decided they don't like it. Anyway, my last thing to show you that I bought this week. Which you might have seen if you follow me on Instagram and Facebook and stuff. I took my kid to get his hair cut because it's almost, you know, school back to school time. Come on, Wednesday next week. Come on, we're almost there. I've almost made it 6 weeks without killing him. And after we went, I have to always give my child a carrot for going to the hairdressers. I don't know why. I like the hairdressers. I love it. My hairdresser's great. Hi, Suze, if you ever see this. The carrot for this was, we'll get some craft supplies after at Spotlight. I almost bought my own weight in yarn, but luckily he's very distracting, so I didn't. And also, it's mostly acrylic in Spotlight, and there is a time and a place for acrylic. I am a bit of a yarn snob, but there is a time and a place for acrylic, and mostly that is blankets and amigurumis. I don't know if I'm even saying that right. But Molly, Saffron, please stop it. Incessant licking. Yeah, so I took him to get some craft crap, and at the tills there was this guy. Look at him, look at the little thing. Yes, it's so cute, and it's even useful. It's tape measure. It's tape measure. And look, it's got a pop. And the other thing, I haven't even opened this yet. Let me open it. Open that. Oh, look at that. This is so cute. It's got a little tiny pair of sneaky things in it. This was also, I can't tell you how much they were because I haven't got a clue. I just put them in the basket and it was like, yeah, come home with me. It opens like this, and I don't know if you can see that. It's got a little pair of snippy things. A pair of snippy things. I would imagine they're not very sharp, but it'll do for yarn. Let's see what else is in here. Oh, look, it's got a tiny little thing. You can fix things on the go, because I wouldn't just buy a new pair of pants or anything. These are hugely useful.
can't remember what I was doing. Oh, beading. These are really useful for beading. Because sometimes you can't get the yarn through the beads. You can make it come through with wires. What else? We've got 3 needles. Two, is that a spare button? Yes, 2 spare buttons in here. So if your pants ever fall down, you've got a couple of spare, and a couple of safety pins. I don't care about most of that. This is the reason I bought it. And the noise they're making is setting my teeth on edge. Oh, great. They can live in the pen drawer down here, so that if I need them at the desk, they're there. Okay, that's pretty much it for this week. I'm going to go and knit a swatch of both of those yarns and add it back in. And add that back in, and that's it really. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. Next week, hopefully it will have arrived. I have ordered 2 knit crates. If you haven't heard of Knit Crate, it's a monthly club of mystery yarn. I know they've sent one. I ordered both the sock box. Is that what it's called? Sock box? I don't know. And the normal knit crate. And I know one of them shipped already. It's coming from America. So the chances of it being here are very, very slim. So we might have to find something else to talk about next week. Anyway, maybe I'll order some more yarn. I hope my husband isn't watching this. Okay, anyway, subscribe, do the thing, press the bell, make a comment. Oh, if you want to win the other 2 types of yarn that we don't have yet, which I will hopefully show you next week because they will have finally arrived. It says they're arriving on Tuesday. Oh yeah, because Monday is Australia Day. One is called Gashika, I think. Let me have a look, because I know I called it Geisha last week and it's not called Geisha. Yeah, it is called Geisha. The other one was the one I got wrong. It's called Akari, not Akara, which I think is what I called it in last week's video. If you want to win one of those, dump a comment down and I'll see if we can give those 2 away. If nobody makes any comments, because why would you? I'll give it to the people from last week's video. Okay, have fun. Have a good weekend, everybody. Okay, I'm back. And I know you thought you were done, but okay. I've been sitting here swatching. This is the Ito. It's the it says worsted weight, but that's DK weight. I've been knitting it on a 4.5mm, so it's about a DK weight, and it's cute. But I can already feel rope burn coming up on my fingers because I'm not very good with that. Like, I'm kind of allergic to anything above a 25 micron wool. We can go into what microns are another time because this video is already long. As for the other one, I hate it. It's coming out cute. It's really nice and bulky. See there, nice color changes, blah blah blah. But it's hard work. It's hard to knit with. If it feels like heavy frickin' lifting, because it's so underspun and so clunky. It catches your needles all the time, and you just have to work. It's hard work to knit with this. Maybe it won't be for you. It just is for me. And let me tell you, you've seen how much I've knit. What, 20 rows? This had 3 bits of stick in it. I know, Molly. This had 3 bits of stick in it, and the other one had 2 bits of hay in it. So, yep, we are indeed back to nature. Anyway, see you next week.